My name is Kaylee Hackworth, and I chose Chapter 4 for my Global Edge assignment. The first question asks, you are prepared for a business trip to Chile, where you will need to interact extensively with local professionals. As a result, you want to collect information about the local culture and business practices prior to your departure. A colleague from Latin America recommends that you visit the Center for International Learning and read through the country's insights provided for Chile. Prepare a short description of the most striking cultural characteristics that may affect business interactions in this country. So, doing my research after reading the country's insights provided by the Center for International Culture of Learning for Chile, I was able to gather some striking cultural characteristics that may affect business interactions. I learned that Chile is very into their social lives. They take a lot of pride in outdoor activities. They go to gyms, clubs, pools, shopping. They enjoy dancing, music, and they really like to talk about their interests. Like, even in a business perspective, they like to talk about themselves, but it's rude for us to talk about ourselves. They want to tell you about them. I did learn that the culture is known for wine, steaks, and seafood. They're really big on it, and because of the climate that they have where the country is located, they produce really well on food, and so they're actually a very expensive country because of all the things that they offer and the activities that they do. Interacting, since this is a business trip, and some of the things I should do different from my culture is, one of the things I talked about before is to deflect tension from myself onto them. Like I said, they want to talk about their interests, not mine. They do not like negative comments. Even if they're speaking negatively about something, they don't want you to chime in. They want you to just listen. They don't really want you to react. They're very patriotic about their country, so it's okay for them to say something, but it's not okay for you to say something. It's really normal for hugging and kissing in their culture, even in a business perspective. So it would be normal for a business person to kiss you after a meeting, and if you pull away, that's considered rude and it's considered offensive. So those were some of the main cultural shocks that I gathered from Chile. The biggest thing is just how involved they are in their world. They really like the things that they do and the way that they do things, and they don't really want to hear about the way that we do things or other countries do things. Another good point on going on this trip is to learn Spanish, because it is a dominantly Spanish-speaking country. For question number 2, it asks, typically cultural factors drive the differences in business etiquette encountered during international business travel. In fact, Middle Eastern cultures exhibit significant differences in business etiquette when compared to Western cultures. Prior to leaving for your first business trip to the region, a colleague informed you that a guide named Business Etiquette Around the World may help you. Identify 5 tips regarding business etiquette in the Middle Eastern country of your choice. The Middle Eastern country that I chose is India, after reading the Business Etiquette Around the World. And number 1 is you must show up on time, but they might not be on time. It's normal for them to be late to a meeting, but they expect you to already be there waiting for them. The word no is considered rude. There's other ways to decline offers, but saying no is not one of them. If you are offered a meal, you do not say thank you until after you've ate. So if I'm out in India eating a meal on a business trip, I do not thank them for the meal till afterwards, because thanking them afterwards is considered that you know that that's payment to them. Another thing for number 4 is avoid eating beef. Beef is actually really scarce in India, so it is highly rude to order beef. And Hindi and English are the official language there, so it's not too much of a language barrier, but it is good to know.